What's up? How you doing? All right. How you doing? How you know me? Steak. Somebody eats steak. Maybe they're rewarded with steak if they get a lot of clients. Somebody eats steak. Or they give steak to their girls. They're in litigation. So your stake is in litigation, possibly. Your stake of the company property, your portion is in litigation, or you're taking somebody, or there's litigation for your stake for your part. That was just 144. A brigade. So you're taking a lot of people, or there's a lot of people involved in this litigation, or a lot of people eat meat. Or there's been a brigade sent, you know what I mean, to help in this like litigation, like they're involved in this, you know what I mean, like, and they got a stake. That, you know, this brigade has a stake in it, in this litigation. This female officer. This female officer that commands the brigade, or might be breeding gay. Light stake is in litigation over something right now, or has something of yours in litigation, or this female officer is using her brigade, you know, using her command, her to put something in litigation, and maybe it's somebody that you eat with, somebody that's close to you. Maybe they could be a 4-star. You know what I mean? Maybe there's 4 stars over this brigade, and there's a female officer in this brigade that likes steak, or sits with the thing and has got something in litigation. And they're winning. Or they see you winning. They see you winning this litigation, and they're wanting to take you out for this female officer that is that has stake in like this brigade. So like if they're in on a investigation, all the group that's involved in this investigation, there's a female officer involved, and maybe it starts, you know, letter D somewhere. So let me tell them, first, middle, last, but sees you winning. Maybe wants to take you out for dinner. Maybe wants to take you out for a steak. They're maybe once the litigation is over, once your case is over, this female officer wants to take you out for on a date as friends. So maybe this female officer just wants to celebrate with you. This ain't got to be this. They want to be friends. They see you. They want to work with you. This is what I'm going to take as, and they want to be friends, and they want to take you out for dinner because you're winning your litigation, and maybe they want to take this female officer. Maybe this female officer is going to come in as friends to ask you to go out with the brigade. To go out with the whole force. I don't know, for steak. For dinner. Maybe they want to go to a reward ceremony, or what I mean. They want to reward you somehow. You know, these two just fell out. So 70s, 80s, and 80s and 90s. So these are born within these times. Let's put these down for a second. All right. You got 70s and 80s, 80s and 90s. 7 and 8 is 15, so that's 6. 8 and 9, 17. That is 8. So 86, 68. 5. Somebody investigating you for 5 years. You've been in litigation for 5 years. Maybe this is this officer was born in 68. Maybe you were born in 68. Maybe you're part of a team from the 80s and 90s. or you were born in the 70s and 80s, or the 80s and 90s. Or you were a child then, or something that's in litigation happened between the 70s and 80s, or the 80s and 90s, and you're winning this, and this female officer is a friend of yours, and wants to take you out for dinner, or wants to take as friends, or it could be romantic. I'm just saying. Or wants to take you out as friends, or takes you out with friends of the force or whatever to dinner or celebrate. Maybe this female officer maybe going to offer you a job or something. Maybe wants to take you out to give you an opportunity, to give you a proposition of to be friends, to work together, kind of thing. Because they see you winning. Oh, they worked against you. They worked against you. They worked against you in this litigation and in this whole thing, and maybe used a whole force to come up against you, a whole brigade, a whole bunch of people, and they know you're winning. They know you're winning your litigation or your case, whatever to be, and maybe they worked against you in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or they were born there, whoever. Either way, they worked against you. They see you winning, or they know you're going to win, or you did win, or they want to be friends, and I guess maybe offer an olive branch to take you out to dinner to celebrate your win